it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and welcome to day 2 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches for the month of March. So today's exclusive sketch is from Nicole Santos. She is Because We Love to Scrap, and I have the pleasure of doing Sketch Sunday with her, and we have used several of her sketches on that series. So super excited that she made another one. This one is absolutely gorgeous and super fun. There are so many ideas in my brain when I see this sketch. And I am trying to finish up my goddaughter's album this month, so there will be a few 8.5 by 11s. So this particular one was actually the announcement, and she's got a super cute little daisy yellow dress and the ultrasound pictures on top. So I decided to do kind of a monochromatic layout with yellows and grays and black and white. So I actually went through my scraps, which I'm kind of proud of myself that I have kind of been looking through those recently. And I went and I pulled just a ton of colors that I thought would go together. And then I cut them down into 1-inch strips. I also cut down a white piece of cardstock to 8.5 by 11. And here I'm going to kind of play with these strips, see how I can make them work. So initially you can see here I am thinking of doing it exactly like the sketch where you have the strips on both sides. But then when I put my photo down, I realized it's so big on a small canvas, you're not really going to see that gap in between them. So instead, I decide to basically ignore the right-hand side of the sketch and just do the strips of paper on one side. So that is something super fun with sketches, is you don't have to follow them to a T. They are there for inspiration. And I love how this turns out. Like I think it's so cute, and it's going to be so cute it's going to be the very first page of her album. So I go ahead and glue those strips down off screen. Now, the spacing isn't the greatest, but it doesn't bother me. I thought it would because the top stripe goes all the way to the top and the bottom does not, but it doesn't bother me. So I like that. So because I have so many patterns and different strips of paper on the background, I decided that I wanted a very soft matte for my photo. So I went ahead and did some white tissue paper. I do love me some tissue paper. I think it's just a very pretty soft matting, and you can actually see whatever is going on behind it as well. So I did one thin little mat. Now when I do my tissue paper, a lot of the time I will use tear tape on the back, and that's because for some reason my tape runner likes to tear the tissue paper, and then you have to start all over. So I don't really like that. So I am going through basically kind of my set of like thickers and title type things. And I know I want either like black or white or yellow. I was even thinking some gold. That's kind of a version of yellow. I end up deciding on these black ones. And I'm going to go with Hooray number 3 because she is the third baby. Now, the title in the sketch is supposed to go on the right-hand side, But as you recall, I don't even have a right-hand side. So my hooray is going to go on top. I'm going to do my little hashtag/number sign down here at the bottom. And I do have to go get a black 3 from a different set of thickers. Now, while I was doing this layout, I was actually doing I wasn't doing a Whiny Wednesday. I was watching Sandy's Whiny Wednesday, and I was looking for some florals to go in the place of the stars. And of course, she pulls out her big box of like these fabric prima kind of flowers. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have these on my wall in color coordinated. And so I just grabbed my yellow, and then I'm going to grab my yellow brads, like haven't pulled these out in forever. And I'm going to basically make 3 clusters of these flowers. So the bigger ones are going to get layered up, and they will get a bigger yellow brad as well. And then the smaller ones just get a smaller brad in there. So I don't think that I make you watch me actually put them all in. But definitely picking out things. And I have just like a little paper piercer that I use to right there to poke my hole, and then put it through. And Sandy has taught me that you always want to cover those brad tines in the back with some washi tape. So I do that, and this layout is done. So I got a couple of close-ups here for you. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Make sure you go give Nicole some love and check out the playlist and see what everybody is doing with this layout. So remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.